Afternoon, everyone. Chandan here from OnRamp.money, and as the name implies, we are a fiat to crypto on-ramp solution. What we are trying to do is integrate the best of both worlds, which is the existing on-ramp solutions built on top of Visa and Mastercard, which are very user-friendly, and the low cost of the bank transfers which the exchanges have. So we are live in India with MetaMask. And so this was the MetaMask announcement, which went live around a month ago. So on the MetaMask blog, we also had official partnership announcement with Arbitrum, etc. And we are live with around 400 coins across 18 chains right now. And next on the roadmap is the Middle East. So Turkey is going to go live by end of March, UAE in April, and post that any country with alternate payment rails or instant banking transfer modes, like Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, Brazil, Mexico. So the team has a lot of experience in crypto space. So we also run India's biggest crypto exchange, again. And we are based out of Bangalore and having hiring resources, high quality resources for over a decade, etc. Again. And the biggest challenge right now, what we see is fiat on-ramps which are easy to use, are based on credit cards, which are very expensive. And the ones which are low cost are via exchanges, where the flow is not easy. So I'll just play a small video how the flow looks inside MetaMask. So this is a live recording of the MetaMask app, again. Right. Yeah, so inside the MetaMask app in the Indian Play Store, we have the buy section. UPI is the instant mode of transfer in India. So 80% of the transactions now in India are over UPI. Visa and MasterCard account for barely 1.5% of the transactions. User chooses the currency, the chain, etc. Again. They are shown the codes. We are the only on-ramp provider in India inside MetaMask right now. The widget opens. Login is via mobile because it's a stronger form of identity. So we use mobile as a primary login. It also works as a minimum KYC layer. So up to a limit of $118, we need only the mobile number. Beyond that, there's a KYC, OTP-based KYC, which is a standard in India, again. And the magic happens here. So we don't use any merchant gateways. That allows us to reduce the fiat fee to zero, again. In Turkey as well, we have banking access. Again, zero fiat fee. The on-ramp fee is also minimum, the liquidity provider fee, 0.25%. This allows us a lot of scope for revenue sharing with projects. Like, for example, MetaMask has added a 1% fee. And even after that, the fees is lower than what other on-ramp providers have, again. And the flow is very smooth. We also have off-ramp live, so I'll skip the video. But again, it's very easy to use. We use instant bank transfer for off-ramp in India. A user, after they deposit the crypto, they receive the INR in their account within a minute or so. So again, and the same flow will be live in other countries as well. And we are a B2B play mainly, but we also have a mobile app where we have videos around educating the users around everything, again. And growth has been very good on the volumes as well as the traction. And so this is the ask. 7 million is what we are planning to raise. 1/3 of this has been already locked. We are looking for lead investors right now, again. And most of the raise will go towards operating in regulated markets. So the money transfer licenses to operate in the 48 states of US, Australia, Europe, etc. So bulk of the cost goes towards that. On the operational front, we'll be break-even by June. Like, we run a very lean operation based out of Bangalore. We know how to hire quality talent at very reasonable cost. And we have been doing that for over a decade. So on the operational front, BD cost will be break-even by June. And by end of the year, we should be live in most emerging markets on the instant payment rails and the alternate payment gateways, again. So would love to have a chat with any investors or VCs who are interested. That's my alarm. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Chandan. Next up, we have VP from Ezel.me. Or Ezel. Simply.
Hello everyone. Can you please put it on the screen? Oh, yeah, sounds good, looks good. Hey everyone, my name is Vlad. I'm the founder and CEO of Ezel.me. Ezel.me is one of the blockchain infrastructure companies in the space. We built and run critical backbone infrastructure of the blockchain markets, such as liquid staking protocols, mining pools, and validators. I personally joined the crypto space in 2017 as a chief technical officer of one mining pool startups. While working there, I built a profit-switching GPU mining algorithm which led to better yields of miners. 2 years later, I founded my own mining company called Ezel.me, and at the moment of Ethereum merge, we mine 3% of all Ethereum blocks, and currently there are 9% of the whole GPU mining power connected to us. Also, we've built the ever first liquid staking protocol for Zilliqa. We served more than 300,000 clients all over the world, been growing by 6 times year on year since inception, and our team size is more than 30 people in 8 countries, including China. So I would like to talk with you on the Filecoin liquid staking protocol we are building right now. So why did we choose the storage industry? So the global data storage industry is growing quite fast at the compound annual growth rate of almost 20%. The decentralized storage networks are growing at a much faster pace because they are cheaper, more transparent, reliable, secure, and what's quite important, decentralized. Well, Filecoin is the leader of decentralized storage networks. It's a peer-to-peer network where people who would like to store data in an encrypted and decentralized manner meet storage providers who provide them such service. Basically, it's an open market where anyone can become storage provider or a user of it. The current network is made up of more than hundreds of storage providers spread across the whole globe called miners. The mining accounts for a huge amount of inflation of the Filecoin at this moment. The mining revenue is more than a couple billion dollars a year, and this heavily dilutes Filecoin holders. To become storage provider, you need to invest into mining equipment, and on top of this, you need to post a collateral in the form of Filecoin. The ratio between the equipment cost and the Filecoin collateral at the current market rates is almost 1-to-1. So if you invested $100,000 in a mining equipment for Filecoin, you'd also need to buy $100,000 worth of Filecoin and post it as collateral and lock it for at least 6 months. This is a quite significant capital requirement for storage providers. So they would like to borrow this Filecoin from someone else instead of buying it. The current lending pools are suboptimal and centralized, which led to a gap on the market for 32 million of Filecoin. So the current demand from miners are 32 million Filecoin. It's almost $200 million at the current market rates. On the other side, Filecoin holders don't want to lock up their field for 6 months or even 1 year and 1.5 years. And so it leads to that Filecoin cannot scale because this huge bottleneck in the form of Filecoin collateral stops them. And this all because of lack of retail staking products. To solve all of this problem, we're building liquid staking protocol. Our team believes that liquid staking architecture brings best capital efficiency at the high scale when we're talking about hundreds of millions dollars worth of TVL. There is a great network effect based on the utility of liquid staking token. Also, the management of the miner actor is very complex, so it will be fully encapsulated in the protocol, and holders would not need to work with it. They would just receive some kind of APR. And that's it. The protocol would encapsulate it completely. For miners, it would be straightforward under-collateralized lending that will unlock scaling of them at much better rates. The mining case is quite simple. At the current rates, Philmonic APR is around 60%. Given 10% protocol fee and $200 million worth of TVL, yearly revenue of the protocol is going to be $12 million. That's all, just forecasts. What's quite important is that users of our mining pools, they already provide storage in Filecoin. So we know a lot of Filecoin miners, and we have a huge backing of them to build it, and we already have one side of it. On the other side, by bringing real liquid staking protocol, we would be able to provide much better offer for Filecoin holders. So this way, we would be able to solve this problem and unlocks scaling of Filecoin, unlocks scaling of miners, and unlocks much better APR for regular Filecoin holders. That's it. We are going to make an investment round in 2-3 months. Terms to be defined. So yeah, I invite everyone to start talking about this now, because we have a big number of people who already would like to give us money to build this. So yeah, I'm here. Here is my contacts. Let's talk.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Dennis. I'm one of the co-founders of Midas. We are tokenizing US treasuries directly on the blockchain. And if you want to remember anything from this talk, there are 3 value propositions. First of all, we're fully regulatory compliant with the European Securities Law. Secondly, we're compliant with decentralized finance. And hereby mean we are permissionless and non-custodial. You can use the ERC20 token without permission across DEXs, lending, Uniswap, you name it. And number 3, there are no intermediaries. So there are no banks, no security agents, no ETFs, anything in between. The events of the last week have shown that the point on no intermediaries is particularly important, since middlemen not just create fees on fees on fees, they also introduce risk on risk on risk. Now, before we go into the hows and whys, let's briefly start with an introduction. As you can probably already tell, I'm originally from Germany, but I've spent my professional career in London in the United Kingdom. My background is I worked at Goldman Sachs and Capital Group, and I was an institutional investor. In 2021, I had the opportunity to list a fund vehicle on NASDAQ. This fund invested $200 million in US treasuries, so we have a significant amount of experience of investing and selling US treasuries. Now, the tokenization or the launch of a security token from a regulatory and compliance perspective is almost identical to the process of listing a vehicle on NASDAQ. And we don't have enough time to go through the details of the onboarding and offboarding, which we've discussed in the panel discussion earlier today, but please come to me after the talk and we discuss the details. I'd like to spend a couple of moments on why this is important and to have a product like this. Now, the obvious benefits are 24/7 markets, immediate settlement in decentralized finance, the transparency we all know and love. But there's a financial incentive and financial arbitrage that we'd like to briefly discuss. Now, let's look at some data. Today, there are around $150 billion of stablecoins locked in the Ethereum blockchain, fiat-backed stablecoins. This means for the users that are holding USDC, they're not actually earning any yield. Today, if you deposit your USDC, Tether, or other stablecoins on Aave, you earn less than 2%. Now, US Treasuries today are actually close to 5%. So there's a significant difference between this, while the actual underlying product has almost identical risk profiles. You can argue US Treasuries are almost even safer than depositing money on Aave, but we can discuss this at greater length. Now, if you take the 3% spread of arbitrage and use a tokenized security bond in a lending protocol like Aave Compound or others, and use a tokenized bond as a collateral and borrow USCC against it. Now we've discussed the arbitrage, so effectively you borrow at 2% and you invest in treasuries at 5%. Today you would make an IRR of almost 25%, and this is at a spread of returns. So for investors in a tokenized security that deploy this product on decentralized finance, they can borrow cheaply in a permissionless way and benefit from significant arbitrage opportunities. So there's a return of over 20% for an almost very low risk asset. We can discuss the risk also separately. Now, we're looking for partners that will love to demo this product with us and work with us. The minimum investment is $100,000. It's available globally, excluding the United States. You can thank the SEC for that. And you can earn the leveraged yield that we discussed in the arbitrage earlier. Here are my contact details. Please come to me in the conversations later on, and we'd love to talk. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Benoît Koulesha. I'm the founder of Good Hive. So what we're trying to build at this moment is a community of like-minded talent in the IT field for the Web3. The idea is that we're building a community of doers, of change maker who wants to belong to a community and change the world together. So how we do that? So we've created a collaborative matching protocol. This is a kind of freelancing platform like Fiverr, Upwork, but collaborative. So why do we do that? Because finding a talent in this industry has become the main pain of most builders today. And it's easy to understand when we see the growth of the market before the bear market. So the last 2 years before the bear market, the number of jobs in the industry has been multiplied by 8 in less than 2 years. Today, we estimate that the market size in fees for the freelancing part of the IT talent of the Web3 was $1 billion. And we are quite a few actors to be interested in that field. But we are fully legitimate because we are Web3 native, and we are the most collaborative solution that is on the market. So we provide both mentoring, and we are the only one to provide that services, and we're the only one as well to focus on the IT jobs. So to be more concrete, if you're a client, you come to our protocol, you deposit a mission, and there you have the choice to either choose your talent by yourself or to use a recruiter and or a mentor from the community to help you create a short list of talent and mentor the talent all along the mission, since after you deposit your mission, you pay the mission on our decentralized escrow, and you pay a commission. And this commission is entirely given back to the community to reward the community to work and provide the recruitment and mentoring services. So the protocol, the commission is given back to the community at the proportion of the satisfaction of the client. So let's say the client is satisfied at 80%. So 80% will reward the talent who have done the mission, and 20% will come back to the community and will help the community to grow the global level of the community through the grantings of training sessions, sharing of best practice, this kind of stuff. So to do that project, I wanted to do that with the best. So that's why I work with Nicolas Wagner, who is a former founder of Kleros, a well-known protocol on the Ethereum ecosystem. Also, Ayat Utahar, who is the godmother of Master Dev France, which is the largest hackathon in France with more than 2,000 developers competing to get the title of Best Developer of France. And also Bruno, who is a former PhD, converted into a full-stack developer and passionate about collective intelligence. And Alexis, who is in charge of our marketing and our community, is also passionate about collective intelligence. We also work with Mehdi Labani, who is in charge of our partnership and is very well connected to the different communities in France. So, in short, we have, at this time, we have developed a set of smart contracts and the mockups to provide our MVP and be able to onboard our community. So for now, we have the mockups. We are developing the front end. And we are also developing the Web3 Talent Fair, which is the first job fair in person in France dedicated to Web3 talent. So last year, we had like 800 people coming from 90 different countries. We organized a set of different conferences dedicated to the future of work. And as soon as our MVP will be ready, we will be ready to onboard this community. So at this time, we're looking for 80K euro. So this is a small sum. And we are looking for early investors, so very early investors, with whom we will do some very good conditions of investment. This money will serve to incorporate the society and to help us to finalize our MVP. We are also onboarding some builders. Thanks to the bear market, we have a lot of developers who want to join us to help us develop the platform. And every builders that we are onboarding, get a share of the founder package that we provide. So we already have a few clients and people who trust us. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have and to go more in details of the tokenomics or the way we're doing the platform. Thank you very much for your attention.
All right, folks. You all look a little sleepy, so we're going to make this one a little bit more interesting. I think you just click continue. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We got this up there? No? Okay. No? No deck? We'll just give it a minute here, guys. We're still setting this up. When I got into this industry back in 2016, this was more like a pirate ship and less like a corporate seminar, so we're going to do things a little bit different for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put a sticker up, because that's what this industry was all about back in the day. And by the way, if you haven't had one of these stickers yet, they've got a QR code on the back, and it legitimately comes with free money. That is a Koi sticker. If you come and get one of these, there's a few people handing them out by the door. There's a bunch of them sitting around all over the place. By the way, my name is Alex, Al professionally. These stickers entitle you to join the network of the future. We're going to get into what that is in a moment, but in the meantime, try to find one. If you haven't got one yet, you're going to want one before you leave. It is the most valuable thing you're going to get out of this conference, I promise you. Unless you're here to get some investment, in which case, obviously, do your thing. Here we go, maybe. Oh, there we go, beautiful. Okay, so I'm here from Koi. Koi stands for the Knowledgeable Open Infinite Internet. That's not that important, it's a fish. We've got 5 minutes, so we're not going to get too deep in the weeds on how this works, but suffice to say, I got into this in 2016. I spent about 4 years running a code school for an Ethereum co-founder, and well, we built this to make it a lot easier for all of you. To start with, I said this is a pirate ship. We are stealing the internet. That's the plan. Sounds a little bit crazy. It's been going pretty well so far. Got about 60,000 people signed up to run nodes. Very quickly growing in terms of partnerships and ecosystem onboarding. And we're going to make it a lot easier for all of you to build what you're building as well. We're actually here to help most of you. We're not actually looking for investment at the moment. We're going to be launching our ICO pretty soon. What we are here to do is to recruit ecosystem projects. So if any of you are building something and you need some help, please try and find one of us, and we'd love to help you. We have a founder support program. It's completely free. We don't make an investment. We will help you find lots of grants from other people. So again, free money. That's the second kind of free money you'll get from Koii. The first kind comes from running a node on your computer. So the thing I want to get into, and this is going to be the corporate seminar part, but we're going to try to make it fun, is how did we actually get here? Well, y'all remember Web 2? It's still out there. It's probably how you found out about this conference. In Web 2, we have a server, we got a client, and then there's some database somewhere. And that is pretty much how everything still works. That's where this slide deck's coming from. It's on Google Slides. The early dApps, back when Ethereum first came out, when I first got into this space, the early dApps were like Uniswap and things like that. And those worked actually really well. What those do is you have a website that talks to a smart contract. And that's actually like a pretty good system for very specific types of applications, but it does not actually provide a dApp infrastructure that you can use to build social. It actually also does not allow you to build pretty much any of the things on the internet, because smart contracts are really, really, really bad at that kind of compute. So then we got Web 2.5. This is, in my opinion, a complete bastardization of the concept of decentralization. This is where you take a smart contract and a website, and you connect them together with a centralized server running on Amazon or Google Cloud or something like that. Not only is this completely the opposite of why we started building blockchains, but it also means that you're exposing yourself to an enormous amount of liability. Liability. You are lying, and it's your fault. You're going to be in big trouble, actually. And especially if you're building something like gaming or gambling or anything like that, if you don't have a money transmitter license, you don't have a gambling license, and then you try to launch a dApp that does something, and you've got your credit card connected to an Amazon account that's paying for something, you're going to be in trouble. So what do you do? How do you fix this? Well, we have a solution for you. In fact, actually, this is what Ethereum originally was planning to build. When Ethereum was first designed, there were 3 parts to the Ethereum world computer. There was the Ethereum blockchain, which you're all quite familiar with, and there were 2 other components called Swarm and Whisper. The last couple talks ago, we were talking about Filecoin. Filecoin has now replaced what Swarm was supposed to do. It's decentralized file storage. They got 27 exabytes of capacity. So that's actually more than enough storage to build anything you could possibly want to do. But you can't connect Filecoin to a blockchain without a bunch of validators. So somewhere along the way, you then have to go out and recruit a bunch of people to run computers, to run your code on those computers. You then have to write a node that runs on all of those computers, and then you have to go and actually make sure that that works, design a bunch of tokenomics. It's very, very complicated. A few people have managed to do it, like Livepeer, who have done it very, very well, except that's still really hard. Not only do you have to build the node, maintain the node, build your tokenomics out, design audit mechanisms, all of that really complicated game theory and hacking, but then you have to go and recruit a bunch of people to run these nodes for you. And that makes it really, really hard to build decentralization. Makes it so hard, in fact, that most of the projects that have tried to do this have failed. And they're still failing, many of them, which is why we got that Web 2.5 phase, because they were like, screw it, we'll just build a hardware server. We'll go pay Amazon, we'll run it all on a thing, we'll just put it all up there. And then that doesn't actually really work that well. So what Koii allows you to do, very, very easily, and this is the demo part, because it's supposed to be a demo thing. We didn't have time for an actual live demo, unfortunately. I would have hacked some code out for you. But with Koii, which you can get at github.com/koii.network, task template, free code, very easy to use, feel free to fork. Again, very open source, very hackable and hacker friendly. With Koii, all that you're going to need to do to build a completely decentralized network is to write a task, which is a few hundred lines of JavaScript. You got 3 JavaScript functions. Do the work, audit the work of other nodes, and then define a reward payout. You can do this with your own tokens. You don't even actually have to pay them with Koii. That's the best part. Once again, you can pay them with your tokens. We have nodes. They want to earn tokens. They would like to earn your tokens. How does that work for us? Well, you have to wrap your token into our layer. We take care of distributing it. You pay us gas fees. But the gas fees are really, 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 really small because we use decentralized storage instead of putting it all on the blockchain. So this is really cheap, it's really easy, and we've already got the nodes for you. If you didn't see the first slide, there's 45,000 nodes signed up, so get hacking. To give you an example of how this works, just last week, IDEXO launched their bridge. So this is a bridge between BNB and Ethereum. Normally, building a bridge like this and keeping it secure would take 50,000 lines of code. They did it with 300 lines of JavaScript. That is an order of magnitude reduction in the simplicity of building dApps, and it's actually decentralized, and it's more secure. Last year alone, there were $2.5 billion lost to bridge hacks. So by using Koi's infrastructure, by using our nodes, with a little tiny bit of JavaScript that literally a child could write, they were able to build something that is more secure than Harmony, more secure than the Wormhole bridge, and will use tens of thousands of home computers and actually pay out economic value to individuals, onboarding more and more people to Web3, and helping them join the ecosystem. You can read more about this on Cointelegraph. So the pond is growing fast. Actually, this slide's completely out of date. I think we're closer to 60,000 node signups now. Very quick. So in the last 3 days, we got another 50 signups from ecosystem projects. It's very, very easy to use. We're also recruiting mentors. If you're interested, if you're an investor or you want to coach projects, we would love to help you. And we've got an ecosystem partnership with about 20 different education networks who are actively going out and teaching this, because JavaScript is already widespread. There's 17 million JavaScript engineers in the world, and it's so easy to onboard them because they would love to be building decentralized tools. This stuff is so easy a child can do it, once again. So, layer 1, 2, 3, N. This is the last part. This is the very last thing, I swear to God. We can build layers of these tasks. This is the coolest part. So, if you wanted to build decentralized Google, you don't build it all as one dApp. You build 3 dApps. You build the web scraping as one section with its own audits, its own incentives, its own rewards. You take that web scraping, you sell it as oracles, you sell it as all kinds of other things. Then you wrap that up into an indexing layer running on IPFS. You put all the data into IPFS, you start selling that data. And then on top of that, you make another dApp that does the actual search API. This is how we get to actual decentralized internet. And it's coming faster than you can imagine. And we're finding hackers all around the world who are building so fast that these things are coming out faster than I can keep up with. And we would love to help all of you join the ecosystem. So once again, we're Koi. Thank you for your attention, and have a great day.
Awesome. GM friends, my name is Pradeep. I am from Obvious, right? Okay, so I believe all of us have some kind of a subscription, pay for coffee, pay rent, and all of these things using fiat. It is so easy. You have cash, you have apps, you have cards, all the amazing stuff. And all of us here also have self-custody wallets. The only way to use your self-custody wallet to pay for a coffee is there are 3 mechanisms. One is, hey, you know what? You can go to an OTC desk, ask them to give you cash. Or second, you can do a P2P transaction, get some cash and do that. Or you can do the circuitous route of, hey, you know what, I got some money, let me bridge it to the right place, put it into an exchange, withdraw it to a bank, and then use the card. All of this takes anywhere from 2 to 3 days, and it will cost you about 4 to 5% whenever you do this thing. So what we want to do is enable you to spend your crypto directly with your merchant without having to go through all of these hassles, right? So why are we doing this? Because one, we want you to be able to comfortably spend money from your self-custody wallet. We don't want you to change your behavior. We believe in self-custody. You should hold control of your funds. Similarly, the merchants like to receive money in fiat because they have taxes to pay, they have invoices to raise, and all of that stuff, right? So essentially, hey, we don't want them to change their behavior, at least today. Over a period of time, I'm sure they will also come abroad, right? Come on board the crypto train. So what we're building is a crypto card that is powered by your self-custody wallet and that allows you to do all of these fascinating things, right? Of course, there are a whole lot of people who provide them, and unfortunately, all of them are centralized folks. We are building this on a decentralized way. This is a business model. Whenever you swipe a card, there are some merchant fees, and then we get part of that fee, right? So we want to plan to start with active users. Most of you folks here will be our target group. Planning to launch in Dubai. We just got approval from a bank in Bahrain to launch the cards. It should come out sometime in September. And this is the team, and we have been building a whole lot of Web2 products. Between the 3 of us, we have built products for a bunch of unicorns, have seen about 1 billion downloads and about 200 million monthly active users. Right, so this is the app. Please do scan the QR code, right? And then download the app. What I will do is, given that I have 2 more minutes, I can just walk you through the app on how does it look today, right? Once I've got the opportunity to scan the code. Okay, fantastic, right? So this is the app. So what does it do? It allows you to connect as many wallets that you have. Like we have here, you can see, I have a MetaMask wallet, I have my Trust wallet, I have my Rainbow wallet, I have my Robinhood wallet, Omni wallet, OneInch. Like you can keep on adding as many wallets as you want. So the way it works is you come in here, you say connect existing wallet. We support all the wallets which are provided by Wallet Connect, right? And that's it. So then you have that wallet connected, and then you can do transactions with that. So now it provides a unified view of all of your portfolio across all of these wallets. So if in case I go into tokens, I see that I have 17 variants of ETH. That is because I have ETH on various chains in various forms, right? So I have ETH on mainnet, on Arbitrum, Optimism, some liquid staked ETH, wrapped ETH, and so on and so forth. And all of these come from the different wallets that I have. We call this feature as the smart asset rollup. It essentially brings in your ETH or whatever tokens you have in various forms from various wallets and shows it in one place. Let us do a simple transaction. Let us say I want to do a swap, and let us say I want to move some USDC to, let us say, Matic, and let me say I want 10 of these, right? And we do this every day. We go to a DEX and do the change. So here, there's an aggregation of all DEXs. You get to see the prices, the time of all the DEXs in one place, so you don't have to go look for who is giving me the best value at this point of time. We automatically do that, and then you can do that, right? And then you go through with a one-click transaction. We also enable you to do like a cross-chain swap, right? So let us say I want to move money from, let us say, USDC on Polygon to, let us say, I want to get ETH on Arbitrum, right? And I want to move from my local wallet into my MetaMask wallet. So if you see here, I'm moving money from wallet A to wallet B, from token A, which is USDC, token B, which is ETH, from chain A, Polygon, to, let us say, chain B, which is Arbitrum, right? So let us see what are the options. So for us to do with this, with MetaMask, I need to go first connect to a DEX, do the swap, and then connect to a bridge and do the bridging, right? So here, essentially, you see the combination of all the DEXs and bridges that allow you to do this particular transaction, right? You choose one, right? I'm choosing this. Then I say tap to proceed. It asks for my, okay, let us just give it a second. Yep, you see, there is only one sign that I need to do. I just need to say sign transaction, and then boom, it's done, right? So naturally, we know that, hey, the DEXing, the swaps and the bridges don't happen immediately. It takes time. You see the ETA is shown there, 30 seconds for the swap and about 5 minutes for the bridge. And we don't want you to be essentially saying, hey, I was stuck on a particular thing. So there is an option which says, hey, notify me once complete. I can simply say, notify me once complete. The transaction is happening in the background. Now I can do all the other stuff that I want to do, right? And it also, as you can see, it just becomes like a food delivery app. You're tracking the pizza on the way to your home. So something like that, it tracks the transaction as it is happening. There's also an address book. You can look at addresses that you're transacted with. And of course, there's a dApp Connect using which you can connect to dApps. These are some of the dApps that have connected. So again, so in summary, what we're building is Obvious is an Apple Pay for crypto. It allows you to add multiple cards. So if you see, this is my Apple Pay. I have a Visa card, I have MasterCard, and many other cards, and you pay to the merchant with any of these. So similarly, Obvious allows you to do the same. So when you say send tokens, it says which wallet do you want to send token from. You select a particular wallet, right? And then you select the source, and then you say, hey, you know what, I want to send one. And you do the review. It brings up the gas price. And then if you do the transaction with any connected wallet, then it takes you to the connected wallet. And then you sign the transaction on that connected wallet, and the transaction goes through, right? So please do give this a try, and let us know your feedback. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Yep, these are the coordinates. Thank you.
Do we have team 1984.finance here? Otherwise, Unitap can take the stage.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Yazdani, the co-founder of Unitap, and I'm going to show you a solution that solves the entry problem for new users to Web3. Is it gonna work? Yeah, okay. So I know that all of you have tried to onboard newbies to crypto, right? And this is exactly what I've been doing since I was 17 years old. And I can sum up all these experiences in 2 facts. First, okay, many problems here. Onboarding into crypto is tough. You know, there are many unknown and difficult concepts that make people to give up when they want to get onboarded into crypto, okay? And the number 2 is that to onboard someone to crypto, you need to make them do crypto activities. I've tried many different ways to explain these concepts, but you know, people only fully understand these concepts when they do them in a practical way. So, the problem is that new users can get onboarded into crypto using the current learn-to-earn platforms because they don't teach new users how to take very first steps, like how to install a new wallet, what gas token is, etc. And also, almost all of their users are airdrop hunters, and you know, they're already onboarded onto crypto. They don't learn anything. They just complete tasks to be eligible for airdrops. So, let's see what path a user should take to get onboarded to crypto. First, you need to know how to install and work with a wallet. But what's next? Tell me, man. What do you need? Okay, right. You need some amount of gas token. Maybe it's a tiny amount, but it makes you get onboarded to crypto. Okay, you have 3 options to do that. Your second option is to trust others to send you some. There's some risk at that, okay? And your third option is to use a fiat to crypto exchange, buy some like gas token, buy some crypto, then withdraw that, do some bridges, and like use that token. But your first option is to use Unitap. And let's see how it works. All right, how can I play that? Okay, so here's Unitap. How can I play this, please? All right. No, it doesn't work. Many problems here. Okay. You should connect your wallet, then click on claim button, and wait for a few seconds. Then you have gas token right in your wallet, totally for free, without any cost. Okay. What else? What else do you need to get onboarded to crypto? Some ER20 tokens to do some swap, do some bridges, do some stakings, and get familiar with these difficult concepts. And you can have these tokens on Unitap too. You can claim that just as easy. Okay, all right. And now when you have your gas token and your other tokens, you're completely ready to learn everything about crypto. And there are many tasks on Unitap ready for you to complete them to learn totally everything. All right, so you can see how we remove the obstacles. And also we leverage network effects so users can benefit by inviting others to join crypto. And we believe this is more sustainable solution than the airdrop. Also, we use a proof of uniqueness, like a project called Bright ID, to keep the bots out and make sure that everyone has just one account. So, there are 3 simple revenue sources on Unitap. First, we enable projects to distribute their tokens and also launch and sell their tokens on Unitap, and we take a percentage of that. The second one is that we enable projects to create tasks or maybe a campaign of tasks and launch, for example, their test phase, and they need to pay for that. And the third one is to sell premium account, which has already started and has generated income for the system. All right, let's pass this slide because we don't have time. Sorry for that. Okay, we have more than 4,000 unique users by now, with more than 40,000 number of claims. And you can see almost all of the huge EVM networks there on Unitap, and Solana and Bitcoin Lightning Network are in the pipeline, and we add them in like 2 weeks. Okay, we raised 45K grant, and also we earned 21K by selling that premium account that I mentioned. All right, our most important and key partners are networks, because we can access to the projects and their ecosystem through them, and we focus on that. So we are partnered with all these networks you can see. All right, here's the team members. We've been working together for years, and Adam Stellar and Philip Silva are the co-founders of BrightID. They're working on many other projects on the crypto ecosystem. Also, here's our advisors, Superfees from EtherStaker and PoApp, and also Oren from Gnosis and CLR Fund. So we are raising $400,000 for 1 year to reach 50K users. And thanks for your attention. Give Unitap a try. Bye, guys.
Hello. We have a special announcement from Patrick. If you are a developer and are interested in MetaMask, the MetaMask team next door are giving an NFT. Patrick?
Yeah, if you're a developer, there's a workshop with the MetaMask team. They're actually here, and you'll learn how to build an app with the MetaMask SDK. And yeah, they'll be giving away an NFT at the end for people who are there. It's track 2, it's the track that's at the bottom. So, thank you.
Are you W3? Can you share the... Yeah. Just a quick reminder, let's try to keep the presentations to under 5 minutes. Our schedule is packed. Let's be conscious of other teams' time. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Yuri. My name is Yuri, and I am presenting you Web3 WED.io. So let's have a small break and talk about love. Did you love? Just raise your hands. Who was in love? Come on, don't be shy. Who was in love? Okay, love and marriage. You know about that. It was a song. Love and marriage goes together like a horse and carriage. But you know, the idea is that it's a pretty old song by Frank Sinatra, and right now we are singing songs like love, love, love. All we need is love. So the new normal, and that's why we are threw away a marriage from our songs, is cohabitation. So basically, we all live together and we are not married. I'm speaking about millennials and for sure for Gen Zs. So, what's slack? We like weddings. We like ring. We forgot about the rings. So let's do marriage great again. Marriages. Let's rethink it. And it's easy. We can create a blockchain marriages, wedding online with NFT rings. It's very simple, really. So I'm introducing you a blockchain marriages with NFT rings. It's easy. It's easy to use, like 1, 2, 3. So you just connect with each other. You just choose your NFT rings. After that, you are choosing the witness. And then you're exchanging your vows, pressing I do, and bam, you have NFT certificate of blockchain marriage in Polygon. It's easy, really. And this is really the first blockchain marriage service in the world. Of course, we have some unique value propositions like we are really insane. Listen to this. We put inside the NFT rings connected a Bitcoin. So you can, if you are a groom, you can give to your bride NFT rings that is included a Bitcoin. And when is perhaps you will be divorced, she can burn the ring and get the Bitcoin as an asset after your wedding. But the second thing is much more mind-blowing about the marketing. It's all about the influencers. So actually, there is a 3-person who is doing the wedding. It's the groom, the bride, and the witness. All times the witness is something like a local priest or something like that, but we said, what if it could be anybody, literally. I mean, it could be even a divine, like a god. It will be a witness, or it will be a person. You just invite any kind of person, and you know what is it? What if it could be a celebrity? A celebrity that will testify your wedding. Just imagine that, like Mr. Beast will say, I will marry and testify everybody in 2 days, and I will personally press, I testify this fucking button, sorry, and that he will take, for example, he will charge 100 or 200 US dollar. We will give all of the money to him just with small fees for us, and he will put it on the charity or something like that. This is how the world will go. I think so. I suppose to think so. So of course I have a team. Of course we ask some money. We're trying to raise something like a 400K, and we plan to build an NFT, NFT ecosystem with the NFT marketplace, NFT collection, and so on. But basically, we are moving to the next chapter, and we are planning to play with the family token. Basically, it's a parenthood token. This is what we plan to do next. So join us, we will make it. This was Web3.io. My name is Yuri, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions, and thank you for your time.
Awesome, I love that. Okay.
All right, so good afternoon, everyone. So Peanut Games is essentially a gaming studio, but we're not just making games. We're doing much more than just that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our app. It's essentially a PC/mobile app. So the best way to go about it is we're creating a backbone of an AI SDK, and we're going to be integrating a bunch of games within our platform. And we already have some games, and I'll go to that in a bit. And if this is confusing, the best way to explain it is you just think of Steam. And if you guys have never played any games really like that, then obviously this would be irrelevant for you. But think of Steam, and all the characters and items that you've worked on and developed within those games can be transferable, interoperable with every other single game within the platform. And that's essentially what we're building in our ecosystem, right? So to kind of give an example of how it works, just imagine right now with generative AI, right? You can upload an image, and it kind of does its magic. So the same with us, except we're going to be a little bit more precise with that because it's retrieving metadata from our sources, right? So for example, let's just say that you have an NFT project that we've worked with, and we have IP rights to it. And if we upload it in and we want to reskin it to our gaming ecosystem, it can do that basically like magic. It'll be very fast. And you can recolor it how you want within our ecosystem. Now, this is just one type of benefit, right? There's many other tools that's involved in the SDK that we do. For example, it's basically an engine like Unity, and you can use it for faster game development. You can also create tons of other things like a player modeling, NPCs, and so on and so forth. There's so many tools that you can do with it. And these are just some examples of visuals to provide. And just so you guys know, we already have players in our games. So this is one of them. You can actually play it right now. It's going to be on the mobile app within the next few days, actually, on Apple and the Google Play Store. And if you want to try the web version right now, you just jump onto peanutgames.com. And this is our next game in the pipeline. And we have a lot more coming soon. And these will serve as POCs for us because what we're developing in the backbone, again, is the SDK, because that's the technology, that's the innovation for us. And these are kind of revenue streams. We have multiple revenue streams for our gaming studio. And this is the team behind it. I'm the founder and CEO, and we have a bunch of other people that's from other top-tier gaming studios. Just to give you some example of what type of work they've done, here are some of the games. These are current partners and backers, and essentially the vision is big, what we're trying to do, and what we are going to do is empowering the next generation of game development with AI-driven innovation. Thank you guys for your time.
Cool. Next up, we have Doustruct. Are we here? Are we not? What about Amaze Wallets?
Good afternoon. Have you had a coffee? Right. My name is Jeffrey Lee, and I'm the CEO of Amaze Wallet. We are a team of 75 people located in London, Beijing, Tokyo, Singapore, and Canada. We built a layer 1 chain called Amaze chain. You ask why you build another layer 1 chain. Just to quote Elon Musk saying, we do it not because it's easy. It is because we thought it was easy. It's bloody hard. We spent 5 years building this chain. I mean, no one knows about us because there's no ecosystem. So we decided to build a super dApp on top of the chain called Amaze Wallet. Our development team built a super app, WeChat, which has 1 billion daily active users. So we can do the same for Web3. Oh, sorry. So Amaze Wallet is not just a wallet. It's not just a self-custodial multi-chain wallet. It is a super dApp. It has a mobile mining embedded in the wallet. What it means is, if you download our wallet, your mobile phone is a night node validating transactions on chain and get rewarded by the network token. So you are miners. Everyone can join and support the chain, decentralize the chain, and help secure the chain. That's an innovation. That's a key selling point where we would like to bring millions of users into Web3. Apart from that, we also have a P2P on-chain messenger built into it. It's on-chain, it's encrypted. I think it's the first one in the market. We also have an NFT minter. You can mint for free. And we have an NFT marketplace. It's multi-chain. We support 60+ chains. Remember, you can transfer all the tokens from different chains into this safe custodial wallet. you can swap the coins, you can do tradings. It's all in the one app. Yeah, as I said, it's a super app. It's not just a wallet. We have our own layer 1 chain to support the ecosystem, so it allows the builders to optimize. If you can come to build on our chain, it's EVM compatible, very easy to port your dApps onto our chain. So Amaze chain has sharded architecture. It's got 4 layers. We also use ZK Stack technology to scale the transactions. So at the moment, we have about 300,000 TPS per minute on testnet. As I said, the mobile mining is going to be a key feature to drive mass adoption. A few other companies have mobile mining, but they actually drain the battery. For our mobile mining, only takes 2% of your daily battery use and 36 megabytes of your data per month. It's really a minimum. It's a night node. So this is our roadmap. We have rolled out our dApp already. It's a beta. We are going to launch our dApp, Amaze Wallet, in 2 weeks' time. You can already download from Google Play and also iOS test flight today and try it out. So I was going to play 30 seconds video for you. For some reason, we have technical issue here. But anyway, we are going to fully launch in 2 weeks' time, and our token will be listed. And we're here to raise funds. If any one of you in the audience of VC come talk to me, we already spent millions of dollars building this layer 1 chain, this super dApp. And we really want to invite the developers to build it in our ecosystem. Let's see if we can fix it. Oh, okay. Never mind. Thank you very much.
Do we have node guardians in the crowd? Witness chain.
Hi, good afternoon. So we are Witness Chain. My name is Himanshu Tyagi. I'm a co-founder of this blockchain project. Actually, it's a sort of a research-heavy project. We provide proofs of performance for decentralized infrastructure. And it's a proof, you can consume that proof as a smart contract and build incentives over it. And it's a proof in the sense that it's trust-free. The challengers enabling that proof, even though a part of them may not be trusted, the proof will still work. We are a team of researchers. I'm a professor at Indian Institute of Science. My co-founder is a professor at Princeton, and a lot of experienced engineers. And why is all this needed to make this happen? Because this is not only a blockchain project, but also a networking and compute project. Because so far we have been hearing a lot of things about how to make things decentralized. We even in a panel heard about how to make DeFi decentralized. But underlying all that layers, under the overlay network, there's a real network, there's a real asset. And if you want to talk about decentralization, the performance and the decentralization of that physical asset also matters. And also projects like Koi are talking about performance of that physical asset. How do we know that physical asset is doing what it's supposed to do? Well, that's where a proof system comes into the picture. We're funded by Polychain, E3L, Robot Ventures, DAO5, Frontier Capital. So what are we building? Here is a very simple setup. There are all these devices in the decentralized infrastructure. These are your validators sitting at different locations. The compute nodes of Koi network sitting at different location. The storage nodes of Filecoin sitting at different location. That's what this decentralized infrastructure is. And we want to make sure that this decentralized infrastructure says what it has. It has a high throughput link attached to it. They're saying I have a 100 Mbps connection. It should have that. They're saying I'm up 99% of the time. It should be there. That's what these guys are. Then we have a pool of challengers who will help us verify that these guys are doing what they're doing. So we have a decentralized speed test which we will run. These challengers will generate the traffic which will come to these decentralized infrastructure and test that. Then our bridge and our challenge coordinator will take all that information and provide a witness of that on blockchain for verification. So what is a witness? Someone asked me earlier today. It's interesting, in blockchains we hear a lot about proofs, but witness is another computer science term which comes before proof. A proof is a witness which doesn't lie, actually. But if you take any theoretical computer science course, you would have heard the word witness also. So witness is that witness of performance of this infrastructure, which goes on the chain. So who can participate in this? Anyone who has decentralized compute can help us build our challenge pool. They can host these servers there. For example, Filecoin Station, we are already integrated with Filecoin Station, can come on that side. Anyone who has this decentralized infrastructure, for example, CDN provided by Filecoin, Helium, the validators of Ethereum can be validated through this. And then if you are liquidity provider, staking services, they can help us getting stakes for these challenges to be executed. All right? So what are we offering right now? We have multiple types of proofs that we have enabled. There's a proof of service, which shows that the service that you're providing is what it is. So for instance, someone says that I'm providing a storage which is available 99% of the time, so we will be able to verify that when the service is delivered. The proof of backhaul, this is the simplest one to explain. This is the speed test that we are used to, the Ookla test, except that it's not centralized like an Ookla test. And its output is available on a contract, so you can use it in your incentive system. For instance, a liquidity provider can say that I would like to incentivize decentralization. If the validators are in different countries, then I would like to give them a reward for that. And we can, if the validators are connected through a 100 Mbps link, then I would like to give them a reward for that. We can verify that. And then we have proof of location, proof of geolocation. This is where we want to verify the location of different physical infrastructure, whether they are in the country that they say they are in. All that can be done in this proof of location. All right, how does it work? So here is a quick journey through this protocol. First, a pair, which can be even a blockchain, comes and says that I want to challenge this prover to have certain proof. Then the stakers commit different stake for different challenges who want to help in this proof. Based on this stake and based on the availability of these challenges, a subset of challenges is selected to run the proof. Then the challenge traffic is generated, sent to these provers, and information is collected. Then the result comes on the smart contract, which you can tie up with your tokenomics, and challenges are rewarded, and in case they didn't do their job, they cheated, then they get slashed. That's the flow. And that's it. We are around. You can look us up at witnesschain.com. As I said, this is a sort of a research project as well. Our publications are in leading networking conferences. And you can see a demo. If you look for Sendil or Arun, who are around here, they can also show you a live demo. Thank you very much.
Do we have Team Delta Prime? All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Piotr, and I'm one of the founders of Delta Prime. And I would like to share with you what's our plan on improving the centralized finance ecosystem. So, where we see an opportunity of improvement? Definitely in the crypto credit market. So basically, when a user comes to crypto, there are two ways of lending. The first one is the centralized lending, aimed mostly for institutions. And we have seen a failure after failure last year due to over-collateralization, over-leveraging, too much exposure, bad management, and low transparency. That's why a lot of us DeFi degens, we look more into trustless solutions, like over-collateralized lending protocol, but they bring an inherent inefficiency to DeFi ecosystem. Why? Because they're over-collateralized. So for every borrower that comes to a platform, he has to put more collateral. So we end up with really huge pools, a lot of TVL, really low pool utilization, and really low yields for depositors. At the same time, really low capital efficiency for borrowers. Is there a way to improve that in a trustless fashion? Let's check it out. So this is our architecture. Let's start from the left side. We have a depositor. So for him, it's similar in a way that he operates, like for example, with Aave. He deposits to a pool, and he gets the interest. The main difference being that the interest is way higher. Why? Because of efficiency of the right side. And this is our main USP. So as you can see, the borrower, he doesn't put the collateral to his pool, but he puts it into his own Prime account, which is a separated, dedicated smart contract on the network deployed for him by our protocol. And he borrows to this contract from any pool that we provide. Right now, we provide 5 pools on Avalanche. And he borrows, he pays interest, and through integrations with blue chip DeFi protocols that we provide, he can create some strategies, DeFi strategies, delta neutral strategies, delta mitigating strategies, etc., long, short, and end up with high yields. And because he can borrow up to 5x, he is able to create so much capital that he is able to pay really high interest loans. Yeah, so when we talk about the revenue, there are multiple ways in which this model can create revenue. So the first one is spread, something that we already have in credit markets. The main difference being is that since we have high pool utilization, because collateralized assets don't go to the pools, they go to Prime accounts, we can achieve much higher fees on the spread than in the usual protocols. On top of that, because everything happens in a closed ecosystem of Delta Prime, we can collect transaction fees on the way during, for example, swaps, farming, unfarming, etc. And there is a lot that can be built upon Delta Prime in terms of additional services. So for example, delta neutral strategies, some hedging strategies, etc., they can be automated and users can pay for that. On top of that, they can access higher leverage or like more intuitive or like a more powerful UI, and they can pay for that. And our projected revenue is 2 to 3% of TVL, which is more or less like 20 times higher than Aave does. And this is why this is because we have much more efficiency in the system. At the same time, like multiple revenue streams. And we have already checked that. So we turned on our spread for a week, and we are generating $1,000 a day, basically covering our burning rate at that time. Yes, a couple of stats. We launched on Avalanche on the 10th of January. And in 2 months, in the middle of the bear market, we were able to make it to top 15 of Avalanche, more or less the size of Beefy Finance, which is the best among like the protocols who are trying to achieve the same thing in other places. Why? Yeah, this is because like partially because Prime account APIs are up to 300% due to strategies that our users can perform on our platform. And that leads to really high interest rates. And with pool utilization, we end up with really high supply APIs. So these are the numbers taken from DeFi Llama. So as you can see on USDC, it's more than 15%, 30-day average. So it's pretty crazy. Difficult to find anything like that without token incentives. In our case, it's all pure supply and demand. And I think even more interesting numbers are ETH and Bitcoin, because there is not so much utility for these tokens on Avalanche, and we created the utility. So users create some kind of hedges, or they create LP tokens out of it, and we have better stats than like other protocols doing that, for example, on Ethereum or Arbitrum. We had more than 800, actually right now 900 accounts, and the number that I really like is number of transactions, so 20,000 transactions starting from 0 in 2 months. So that proves that our users are really actively managing their portfolios, they're really using it, and they're profiting out of using Delta Prime. Yeah, and this is just the start. There is a lot that we are actually building and can be built on top of this idea. For example, debt swap. So a user can change his exposure for his debt without unwinding his positions. And we have already implemented, we just wait for an audit. There is a notification system that is coming in April. which is already we are working on. So think about like centralized exchange kind of experience where you have notifications about your profitability, about your health ratio, etc. Something that I really like. So in this kind of protocol, high pool utilization, so the rates are sometimes unstable. So we are working on a solution to create fixed interest loans for some time for our borrowers. So for example, for a week, they can lock their interest rate. And together with automated orders, so take profit, stop loss, etc., and automated strategies, we are aiming at becoming the first DeFi native prime brokerage platform. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. Good evening. I'm Karthik. I'm the founder and CEO at Strive Network. And at Strive Network, we are simply building a protocol layer for NFTs. What that means is that we make NFTs, NFT utilities tradable and a completely separate asset class. So the problem that we saw in the space was that a lot of NFT projects were coming out with interesting utilities like staking, airdrops, events, gaming access, and stuff like that. But there were not enough users for a bunch of these utilities. So as I said, utility NFTs remained underused, and a lot of these utilities remained underused. Because of this, a lot of these NFT projects continued to struggle to grow. They were not able to find PMF in the market. They were building interesting technologies in the back. They were building interesting games and stuff like that, but they were not able to grow. They were not able to, because they don't have enough user base. And the market is purely driven by speculation. So what that means is that pretty much everyone in the NFT space is right now looking to get an ROI. So they're not using the utilities that the projects are building, but just investing in NFTs and not using for the actual purpose. And currently, it's difficult to customize your NFT ownership experience. So if there are 4 or 5 different utilities to an NFT, you cannot own two utilities separately and give away the remaining 3. So we solved for this problem. Simply put, on Strive Network, you can buy, sell, rent utilities from, essentially, if you look at it, you can list, buy, sell, rent utilities of these NFT projects separately from the NFT itself. Now, if you own a BAYC, for instance, you don't have to go and sell your BAYC to be able to give out, start generating passive income on your BAYC. So I have a quick product demo as well. So while I show you the product demo, I'll talk a little bit more on this. So on Strive Network, you can come and you can list your NFT utilities. Let's say you have a BAYC or you have a Azuki and there is an event happening. You can sell the access to that event. Or if BAYC is doing an airdrop, you can go and sell that airdrop to another user if you don't want to claim that airdrop. So for instance, BAYC recently came out with a game. You can sell the gaming access. So we make these utilities separately tradable, and you don't have to give away your NFT collection. So this is the product demo. Here you can enter your collection address and start creating these utilities for your NFT. So once you enter the collection address, you can see your NFT pops up. You can then define the utility that you want to sell or rent out, and then you can list out the time, date, etc., how long you want to give away the utility for. For instance, if it's a gaming access, you can give away the access to the game for a certain period of time and start generating income from giving away that access. Then you essentially connect the wallet, and then the utility gets listed on the platform. So we are the first ever utilities only marketplace. On our platform, you don't come and buy NFTs, you buy the utility layer of that NFT. So you'll be able to find events, financial utilities like airdrops, taking access to liquidity pools, and you will also be able to find access to various sort of games that a lot of these NFT projects are building. So this is, we're basically in MVP stage right now, and we've built out an MVP for base projects to be able to come and list their utilities. So BAYC, Azuki, MAYC, all of these projects can come and start listing their utilities, and non-holders can come and start buying these. So if I'm looking to go to a Twitter space, or if I'm looking to go to an IRL event, then I can come on Strive Network Marketplace and buy these utilities separately. So this is on the product demo side. Back to the... So yeah, why do projects care about this? Why do... so a little bit on the product side, there are three aspects to the product. One is a marketplace. We are the first ever utilities-only marketplace. You come and buy these utilities or perks of various projects. There's an SDK with which projects integrate. So if we are working with like a Yuga Labs or a DGODS sort of project, they need to integrate with us. Only then the utilities are visible on the marketplace. And then there is a launchpad where you can come and launch these utilities. So every time you don't need to launch a new collection, you can launch utilities separately as NFTs. So why do projects care about this? Why do people care about this? One is it allows NFT holders to continuously generate passive income. So as we saw in the bear market, NFTs went down 70 to 80%. That time, people did not want to sell the NFT, but they still wanted to generate income. So this allows NFT holders to generate income on their NFTs. It also allows NFT projects to find PMF, product market fit, because now you're opening up your utilities to basically the rest of the community, the Web3 users, and things like that. So now your user base is not restricted only to your 3,000 or 4,000 holders. It opens up to hundreds of thousands of potential users. And it also increases the retention rates for the project, which means that their holders don't sell the collection if they want liquidity. So yeah, we're targeting about 130,000 NFT projects that are there on Ethereum and Solana. We're multi-chain compatible. Currently, we have compatibility with Ethereum and Polygon, adding Solana, Binance, and a couple other chains very soon. We're targeting about 30 million NFT holders globally. And essentially, we are a B2B2C company, so we sell our technology. You can think of it as like SaaS, where we sell our SDK to NFT projects, dApps, layer ones. We work with them and we enable their NFT projects to be able to sell these utilities separately. So in the future, what we envision is that NFTs will not be traded as much as the utilities will be traded. So there are a few competitors in the space, Cardinal, Tropy, Stream, and Renty. But they use the rental model. Our architecture is different from rental. We do a read-only access of the smart contracts. So why rental is not good is because if you have a $100,000 BAYC in your wallet, you don't want that asset to leave your wallet. There's a lot of vulnerability associated with your asset leaving your wallet. So whales, essentially NFT whales, they don't prefer the NFT leaving their wallet. Okay. No, I already showed the video. How we generate money, we charge $5,000 to $10,000 based on your usage of the SDK and how many users you bring onto the platform. We also take a 0.1% transaction fees. And a little bit on the team, I graduated from UC Berkeley. I've been in the blockchain space for about 6 years. My co-founder is a DeFi and architecture specialist. And we also, how we came up with this solution was we launched our own NFT collection. It did really well. We did about 2 million in revenue from that collection. But we saw that our community started to fade. And our community was not generating enough ROI on the investment that they had made. So to solve for that problem that our community was facing, we came up with a solution that enabled them to continuously sell the utilities that we were developing for them. So previously we raised $500K and now we're raising a $3 million seed round. Happy to chat more. And we're looking to connect with NFT projects, dApps, if anyone's building layer ones that have NFT compatibilities. We're also looking to connect with them and work with them. In terms of, we've already partnered with Polygon, partnered with Tezos, received a grant from Push Protocol, and a bunch of other companies we're working with, like Asset Mantle and a few more. So happy to connect with the investors as well as potential partners. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Dear, I cannot see. Okay. Hello, everyone. Dear beneficiaries of financial crisis and counterparty risks and so on. With current news, I think this presentation would be interesting. So, what is Aspis? I am the founder of Aspis, and we are offering custom on-chain vaults for DeFi asset management. So, about the problem we're solving, there are like multiple ways how investors and manager can structure their relationship, but in most cases, they open legal entity, go to bank, open an account, pay a salary to the accountor, use litigation paperwork, and all these procedures not actually doing any protection and backward looking. That means that they only punish the manager if he did something bad. So this is, I think, not a new idea. Taking aside the DAO project, which brought the fork of Ethereum. There are multiple other of them. We will talk about them in the future. But the core idea is to replace the contract with the smart contract. So basically, how does it work? Manager is creating on-chain smart contract that has all the rules in terms of capital onboarding, offboarding, controlling, what operations he can do. So he specifies the strategy, and he's only able to do certain things that are allowed by the contract. The same goes to the investor, and all their relationship are secured through the smart contract. The main thing and the main feature is that instead of punishing in a backward-looking manner the bad actor, they preventing the fraud into the first place. So how it works? So manager is having some strategy how to deploy the funds, and he see that there are like market opportunities. So he deploys the vaults, set up the rules, then investor is able to go and see the details of these rules. And if he like the proposition, he's able to deposit and receive back LP tokens. Then investor is able to burn these LP tokens into the withdrawal windows and get back the fraction of the total treasury of the DAO. It's similar like a registration of the fund, but instead of registering the fund with some centralized registry, you're doing that using the power of blockchain technology. So there are multiple alternatives to deploying the capital for the retail investor, like Tax API, when he's providing the discretionary asset management services, so he's delegating access to his account to the trader, so he's able to do certain operations using his capital. There are DeFi protocols that use passive staking and so on, and in a different solution for the investment vaults and indexes. Our guess is that Aspis serves better in terms of lower entry barriers, more automation, wide access to liquidity, and safe non-custodial security. So our serviceable market, we think it's about like 3 billion, very rapidly growing. And so of course, it will take some time, but DeFi infrastructure is enhancing every year. We got limit orders, we got stop losses, and it's just a matter of time when we will have the suitable infrastructure that will replace taxes, and counterparty risk will not be priced anymore. We have different types of fees applicable for and different types of business models. However, our current task right now is to gain traction and show the steady performance. Currently, we've been incubated by BNB Chain, as well as we won 3 hackathons and got different prizes. And so we've got pre-negotiations with 300K AUM, with more than 2,000 community members and more than 800 right now minted NFT of our participants. So our plans, we just launched our private alpha, I would say, a couple of days ago on BNB Chain. This is our first chain. And we're planning on enhancing this and starting the actual beta test in a couple of weeks. It took us almost a year to develop the whole infrastructural solution. From technological standpoint, we're using the smart contracts, the Node RPC infrastructure, things like Alchemy, Chainlink for oracles, and the graph instead of the database. We don't have backends, so in terms of middleman attack, we're unhackable. Here's our team. We contain the experience in corporate finance and mostly management consulting, as well as strong development team with knowledge in Hyperledger technology, as well as crypto exchange development. Currently, we're asking for 1.5 mil for runway of 14 months to tailor our product market fit and to achieve the next round. So. Thank you for your attention. Happy to meet and talk with all of you.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna start right now. Hi everyone, we are Aventino. And okay, I feel like no one's coming in anymore, so I'm gonna start, okay? Hi everyone, we are Aventino, and we're here to present an innovative platform that solves a problem for NFTs that often gets neglected. First of all, I'd like to talk about the problem. With the explosive growth of NFT markets, it has been increasingly difficult for NFTs to be seen, and then, with the explosive growth of NFT markets, it's becoming increasingly difficult for collectors and investors to discover new and exciting projects. The current resale markets of NFT is limited to basic sell and buy transactions. While these methods have been very effective, they lack the flexibility in terms of negotiation. So does this mean that NFT hype is dying? In 2022, the total NFT market generated was 24.7 billion. In 2021, it was 25.1 billion, which is a slight decrease. So we're here to present to you our platform, Aventino. Aventino is a platform where users can swipe, match, and trade their NFTs. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous because of the whole alarms thing, sorry. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Aventino is a platform where users can swipe, match, and trade their NFTs. And then, who doesn't like swiping right? I mean, do anyone use Tinder or something, right? So for the community, our platform makes a special way to promote. For the community, our platform offers a special way to help people explore the NFTs. We have a swipe-based system that allows users to easily find other NFT enthusiasts and new NFTs. For user experience, we created a user-friendly exchange system that lets users negotiate and trade with more control. They can find better deals that work for them and then trade more easily. So now let's look at the competitions. Unlike its competitors, Aventino is specifically focused on community and user experience. And this is what gives it a competitive advantage. Our major competitors lack the ability to find new NFT enthusiasts and then new projects, and creating a user-friendly and exciting method of navigating NFTs, while Aventino provides both. Our NFT platform operates on a hybrid revenue model, consisting of in-app purchases, advertisement, and marketplace. Aventino Premium comes in at $15 per month. Advertisement will be shown every 10 swipes on banners and on backgrounds. And the projected revenue for advertisement per contract is $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $15,000, and $30,000 as the year goes on. And this is per contract. By the third year, we're planning to add a marketplace on a platform, and then with a fee of 1.5% charge fee. We're planning to, our revenue will be 7.5 million for the first year, and then 23 million and 45 million for the third year. So how do we achieve this goal? To acquire our first customer, we're trying to build a community in Discord, and then use targeted audience advertisements, and then use discounts for premium accounts, and give referral programs. To acquire our first business approach, we're going to visit companies, projects, and individuals, and offer them a free trial for advertisement, and discounts for early partnerships. The team consists of 6 members with experience in front-end, back-end, UI, UX, smart contracts, sales and community management, and marketing, with an international background of Japan, Korea, Indonesia, and Turkey. As we hit the road, we're going to add more talents to our team to improve our product and for sales and market outreach. So finally, I would like to ask for a valued partnership and a capital of $3 million in funding. These funding will be effectively used for salary, marketing, sales and marketing, research and development, and to hire more talent. Thank you very much for listening, and then this is our official Discord server QR code. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Sohil, founder of Spread. We are building decentralized creator economy. So the whole idea came into place where we had our startup and we wanted to go in the market with our ideas, and we worked with multiple marketers. What we faced was the go-to-market for small businesses as well as startups into social media world is way too time consuming. So what we have built is, as well as there are a lot of bots on social media, shillers and everything. So I think in the Web3 world, everyone is aware about the whole shillers and the marketing ideas which is being worked in the any companies of marketing, right? So what we have built is, we are building decentralized creator ecosystem for creator economy stakeholders, which is bringing authenticity and transparencies between multiple stakeholders. So these are the stakeholders for us. Mainly these are creators, brands, and the agencies. What we are trying to do is, we are trying to work with micro creators and bring them on the next level, which is they would be some key opinionated leaders probably in the year or so. Second is, we are helping small businesses to accelerate the growth. And the third thing is, we are partnering with marketing agencies to automate the whole process. The existing problem, there are actually solutions into that, but the existing problems within the solutions are the whole payment cycle is way too long. There are unverified marketing strategies, and people have to go back and forth into creating those strategies, as well as running a campaign would be a month or maybe sometimes 2 months. That is very time consuming process. On top of that, creators have way too less monetization opportunity. What we are building just to solve it is, we are building AI-based, blockchain-backed up creator marketing strategy. So imagine the way Facebook has done the social media A/B testing. You can do same with the creators, which is from Web 2 as well as Web 3 creators. So we are pivoting Web 2 people or helping them into coming to Web 3 solutions. The way we are doing that is by looking into multiple touch-based points of creators, which is creator-brand relationship. That is through the campaign end-to-end process. Second is analyzing their footprints, digital footprints, and building AI algorithms on top of it. And how good sellers are they? We are providing white label mobile applications to creators so that we understand how good they can sell a product, NFT, or a service, or how good they can endorse. Fourth thing is, we are measuring ROI based on the results of a campaign, and on top of that, our algorithms are suggesting multiple solutions to the brand on running the multiple campaigns. What product we are offering? As I said, Campaign Analyzer. We are building no-code tool for creator agencies as well as brands so that they can execute the whole marketing strategy within minutes, and that is taking way too less time. So, and third thing is Creator Store. We are giving white label applications to crypto marketing agencies as well as some of the Web 2 agencies. We are building courses to understand how good the creators are. Not only courses, we are helping the community growing together so that, let's say, 1 million followers worth of influencer coming and launching the materials of subscriptions, and they can build, create their own community, which is followers come fans. And we are looking for partner to build our UGC library, which can be working in, which can work into marketing campaigns. So overall, the whole market is more than 20 billion globally. What we are trying to cover into next 3 years is less than 20% of it. We are working in Middle East. We are based in Dubai, and we are working targeting Middle East as well as India region. Why now? So looking into the whole segmentation area, the monetization opportunity for creators has been increased from last 3 years. So the cost per content generation has been increased. There is an increment into salary segmentation of creators. On top of that, the whole industry is moving with 32% CAGR every year. So that is where we are seeing the opportunity. So the business model is combined with an unit economics and subscription model. So for agencies, we have a subscription model which is costing 99 USD per month, which comes with a basic tools. For creators, we have core subscriptions and creator store. Plus, we are building on Lens protocol, and we are working to build their whole social graph so that the verification can happen on the brands and agencies side. For brands, we are executing campaigns and with the no-code strategy we are selling. So for campaign execution strategy, we are taking some of the percentage on all the execution with courses as well. And all of this are stored on chain. So we have launched our beta platform in 22 end of the year, and we got a good we got around 20K grants from Polygon, and we raised around 120K. We have launched the production on early this year, and right now we have 300 plus creators. Almost we are reaching to 500 million reach, and then we are composing almost like 50 plus million of engagement. From last 2 months, we have done recurring more than $1,000 of transactions, and we are right now working with Web2 plus Web3 brands combiningly. And we are expecting growth in the creators onboarding of almost 3x in this quarter, as well as we have 26 brands and agencies combined pipelines in the for closure of the services. We have raised till now 120K plus 20K grant. What we are looking is to accelerate the growth, where we are looking for 700K with the hybrid model, equity plus token sale. And we want to do a 5x growth overall in the marketing and sales. Plus we want to speed up the no-code strategy tool, as well as we want to build, we want to validate US as well as Dubai region, because US is something which we are going to target post 2024. And we are anyways operating into Middle East. We are backed up by Polygon Ecosystem DAO. These are our existing clients. And this is the team. I and Shubham handles technology, as well as on top of that, I handle operations. Pooja and Sayan handles marketing as well as creator relationship management. Plus we have 6 engineers who is working full-time onto that. Thank you so much. I'll be around for a demo. We are live, and we do have some social graphs if you want to see. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Good evening, everyone. I am Shabahat. I'm CTO and co-founder at Alpine Labs. Alpine Labs is basically an on-ramp, off-ramp service provider for emerging markets. So what our product does, it makes it super easy for users to convert their fiat into crypto and get onboarded their favorite Web3 app. So let me tell you a story about one of the largest crypto derivative exchanges in Asia. They process millions of dollars of transactions on a daily basis. However, in November 2022, they were facing 60% user dropouts. The reason being, it is not easy for their users to basically start trading because they have no crypto. And the process otherwise is quite time consuming. So users had to actually go through 7 steps to start trading across 3 different applications. And once they were done, it would take almost 30 minutes for basically the funds to arrive in their wallets. And basically, they needed a lot of hand-holding, a lot of support issues were being raised, like how do I start trading? So this is one of our clients, which I just spoke of. So they onboarded us in December 2022. So the 7 steps came down to just 2 clicks, and the 30 minutes were brought down to 30 seconds. So since we have gone live in December, we have clocked almost $150,000 worth of transaction volumes, and 34% of the users are our repeat customers who keep on coming again and again. So last year so as I said, we are targeting emerging markets. India is the first place where we are live. We are actually thinking of expanding here in UAE, in the MENA region, and in Africa. But just as numbers, in India last year alone, there were $172 billion worth of crypto deposits. And in spite of such staggering volumes, the industry has very complicated onboarding process, and the experience is not that seamless. Alpine's payment infrastructure removes this friction entirely while handling all regulatory and compliance requirements. To do this, we charge a flat 1% fee on the transaction volume. So since our transaction costs grow linearly, Alpine's gross margin will grow exponentially with scale. And as a matter of fact, I think this is the least fees you can encounter anywhere in the Indian market as of now. So as more businesses integrate with Alpine, our users get access to multiple applications and a wide variety of tokens. Our partner businesses get access to users who haven't tried their product yet. So this is the network effect which we are trying to build in the Web3 ecosystem. So we are going live with 5 clients as we speak, 2 of which are big exchanges. So the integration work is on as of now. And we are actually targeting a $1.4 million monthly transaction volumes by the end of this year. So to get there, we are led by a team who has like 15 plus years of experience in tech and finance. So as I introduced myself, I'm Shabahat, I'm the CTO. I've been in this space for 7 years, building blockchain products and even Web2 products. And this is my 3rd venture. My co-founder and CEO is Durga Prasad. He has had a past experience in investment banking and cross-border M&A. And he has worked closely on corporate finance, accounting, legal, and compliance domains of EU and Asia-Pacific geographies. So it's a short and precise pitch. So guys, if you would like to reach out to me, here are my details. And thanks for your time.
Do we have Team Cogito? Yeah, awesome. All the way from Slovenia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nate Schneider, and I'm a co-founder of Cogito Protocol. Over this weekend, you probably saw a deep pack of USDC. So we are basically expanding a little bit into this also with Cogito Protocol. So what we're doing is we're making an alternative stablecoin that is independent from fiat and inflation protected. So first I would go through our team because it has like very relevant people and a lot of relevant experience. Like we have 2 people from HSBC and regulatory risk there in this bank with combined over 30 years of experience. We have Ben Goetzer, which is a famous AI scientist in terms of artificial general intelligence. You can find him on Wikipedia. He even coined this term. And me, I'm a quant, and I deal with risk management and similar things. We are also incubated by SingularityNet, which is a bigger project that's been around for a while. The problem that we're trying to solve is like stablecoins are the primary payment method in crypto, and they consist of 78% of the transactions. But it has a problem. Every major government is explicitly targeting stablecoins, and they are trying to enable strict regulations on crypto, and that's for a good reason. And 99% of the existing stablecoins are actually pegged to USD, and they are heavily impacted by inflation and manipulation by central banks and governments. What we do instead is we utilize the flexibility of smart contract infrastructure and AI techniques to create new financial instruments that achieve stability without pegging to fiat. We create an index. An initial index will be the green index, consist of environmental indicators. We are pegging to this because we'll basically peg the value of the coin to the index, and we're pegging to the green index with a reason that it is quite predictable how much it will appreciate over the long run. We expect 1 to 2% annual appreciation based on our models and based on the past data that we are having. And this is quite stable because governments are actually taking the green initiatives and making long-term plans as well. So it's relatively predictable. The way we get the data from our data oracle is actually from data sources such as World Bank, United Nations, and other independent sources, which are very hard or close to impossible to manipulate. So nobody can really manipulate this, not even us. Any change to the index would be governed by DAO. So yeah, our starting value will be 1 USDC. Anyway, we are basically powered by a bigger company, SingularityNet, which is an AI crypto company here since 2017 and has a really good reputation. We have over 10 plus mathematicians and scientists on our team dedicated to building AI tools for DeFi. And we already built extensive AI techniques like transformer neural network predictions and automated program learning-based predictors, which are basically ready for use for our project Cogito Protocol as well. And Cogito Protocol will also use AI for the selection of assets in a more efficient way, trading decisions, and of course early reaction to the malicious attacks based on market predictions. So stuff like Luna would not, stuff like USDC would not really happen. We are focused on 4 major risk pillars. One is the security risk. The way we tackle this is, of course, with the resources from SingularityNet, which has a really good reputation in this, and it's built by experienced blockchain engineers with hack-free track record since 2017. We have regulatory risk, for which we have ex-HSBC bankers on our team, and they have very solid understanding and unparalleled experience in doing business under dynamic regulations. We have counterparty risk, for which we built complex quantitative credit rating and other counterparty risk models for safe capital deployment. And of course, operating risk, which we are solving with our DAO governance. So why would we actually launch this now? Well, one thing is escalating regulatory risks, which basically highlights this need that we are having for fiat-independent payment methods. Of course, high inflation is likely to continue globally, and of course, we need to protect investors from inflation. And of course, climate urgency, which we all know is like a quite big topic all around the world right now. And crypto also might want to make like some move towards a greener path. The market size is quite big. I'm not going to go in detail with this, but as we know, stablecoins are very popular. Our go-to-market strategy is firstly addressing the direct access to over 100,000 plus community, leveraging our incubator SingularityNet's framework, and they will be incentivized to hold Gcoin, which we'll of course appreciate. And we're also offering deposits for it to get additional appreciation. And of course, we also have green to earn campaigns. So users can volunteer with accredited green programs. And this is roughly how it will look like. So as investors, they have very big interest in revenue models. And we actually have 3 different revenue projections. And basically, one is the minting fee, so the flat fee charged on each transaction, treasury management that we're doing with all of those coins combined, and trading volume and trading income, because we're going to do open market operations for stability. And then we have a competitive analysis and similar. So this would be, in short, Cogito protocol. We are also compared to other stablecoins and how exactly we are dealing with this. Thank you for your time, and I'm always available for questions.
Testing. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi. Before I start, I just want to ask some questions. First of all, anyone would like to buy a BAYC, but you cannot afford it? Anyone? Raise your hand. Oh, most of you are super rich. So, second, anyone don't believe NFT want to short it? NFT is just a scam. Anyone? Oh, great. Today, I would like to share my project. It's called Fusion. This is a fractionalized NFT ball and NAND and NFT derivative protocol. Before I start, let me share how we fractionalize the NFT. We will have 2 ways. The first one is called store. When you store in your NFT, you get 1,000 FX token. If you store a BAYC, you get 1,000 FBAYC. If you store a Suki, you get 1,000 F Asuki. Of course, anyone who owns 1,000 FX token can buy the NFT from the pool. So this is the first way. Second is called lock. If your NFT is more rare or you is a diamond hand, you can lock it and get 500 FX token. But within 2 months, you need to pay. The advantage is that only you can redeem the NFT within that 2 months. So this is how we convert the NFT to ERC20 token. But after convert to ERC20 token, the more important is utility. How we empower our fractional NFT. The first one should be NFT ball and lending platform. Compared to other NFT lending platform, they most likely will deposit NFT and get some Ethereum out. We are not. In Ethereum, you can supply any ERC20 token, especially include the fractionalized NFT. And you can borrow any ERC20 token. So what makes us different? Assume you have a 1A and worth 70 Ethereum, and you fractionalize to 1,000 FBAYC. First, you can supply to earn, which means you can supply your FBAYC and do not borrow anything and get the interest rate. But you can't do it in BandDAO or ParisPay or any other NFT lending platform. Second, if you only have one BAYC, you can't borrow and lend again to buy a new BAYC. But we are fractionalized, so we can do that. Third, you can short an NFT. Wow, this is I think this solves the demand for the market. How to do that? First, supply USDC, and then borrow FBAYC. And then you swap to the USDC. So this means you short the NFT. I think this is a bit complicated, especially even in DeFi world. So we have one button to do it. The final one is the liquidity or the Ethereum to be liquidated is to largely less than compared to BandDAO because we are fractionalized token. So in order to support the ball and lending, we have our AMM swap. The more attractive way is our NFT derivative. because we are a fractionalized NFT token, we will gather some blue chips NFT and form a pool and for people to leverage trade. You can long or short in here just like GLP. So we will charge 0.1 transaction fee, and all fee will be generated or based by the ES model. So we already finished our first testnet, and we have 30K adjust, and we have our Soulbound token already more than 1K user claim. And we'll have our testnet, second testnet, and mainnet in the next month. And we already raised 1 million USD, and we asked for next one, our valuation will be 20 million. Before next month, our valuation will be 10 million. So any VC here, welcome to reach out me. Moreover, I see a lot of great NFT projects is also here. Welcome to any collaborations. So this is our investors. So if you have interest, welcome to contact me. Yes, enjoy your NFT trip. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is Eli. I'm the co-founder of Merlin, and I'm here to present you our product. Merlin is your gateway to smart DeFi. So today, when you think about the blockchain, the first picture that you have in mind is this. But we, as a human, it's very difficult for us to understand what's inside this, even though the blockchain idea is that everything is open, you can read whatever you want. As a human, we're used to stuff like this, or stuff like this. But today, when you take the blockchain and think about it, the only person that is able to read is maybe a guy like this, or more on steroid, a guy like this. So let's speak about DeFi. So when you think about DeFi, investing in DeFi is very easy, but it's very scattered, because you have a lot of DeFi platforms that you have to go to analyze, to add liquidity, to lend, or to borrow. But the biggest problem of all those protocols is that if you add liquidity on, for example, Compound 6 months ago, and you remove that liquidity yesterday, and you go to Compound, your position does not exist anymore. So you don't really understand what's your behavior, what's your performances. The only thing that Compound is showing you is your current position. As a fund, as a trader, as an accountant, all those information, past information, are very important for you. So you need to keep track of them. In 2021, some platforms, like this platform, maybe you know it, it's DBank, Zapper, or Zerion, were created to be able to aggregate all your trades. They're good, because instead of you going to Compound, Uniswap, Aave, and so on, you just go there, you paste your wallet, and they give you your net worth and your DeFi positions. But once again, they have the same issue as the Compound protocol, because they're just giving you your current positions. So if you closed a big position yesterday, you go on DBank, you will not be able to see this position anymore, and you will not be able to understand what was the yield that was generated. So at Merlin, we took this problem very seriously, and we understood that giving just a snapshot of your current portfolio is not enough. So this is why we go back historically in time to be able to understand all the history of event, and we provide you with a yield and with a P&L in dollar. So we understand at which price you entered to a position, at which price you exited the position. We show you all your close position, your open position. We also show them to you with the yield and the P&L based in dollar. So this is our platform. If you would like to test it, I will put the QR code at the end. Also, for example, this is a view of Convex. So we show you each pool that you're exposed to, your balance, the yield that you have generated in dollar. You can see also the yield that is generated in the token themselves, the P&L, and the holding. We have also built an interconnection map. So for example, because when you're on Convex, you're farming something that you most probably LP'd on Curve. So we understand the yield that you have generated on Curve, and we add it into the yield that the farm, a reward that you're getting on Convex, and this is how we generate your P&L. If you want to go more in detail, we can also show you into one position. So for example, this is a Uniswap position. This is a breakdown of your P&L in yield, transaction fees, currency differences, how the impairment loss was created. We can show you the impairment loss over time, your initial deposit, let's say 6,000, your current liquidity, the yield generated, your APY, return on investment, and if you're in range or not. Now, if you would like to know what's your current position and your PNL on Merlin, just scan this code. You can connect your wallet, or you can copy-paste your wallets. We support 0x wallet, Solana also, Cosmos. And if you would like more information about our fundraise, you can contact me on Telegram or send me an email. Thank you.
Next up is Nerf. I request all the teams to make sure they stick to the time limit. We're running a bit late. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Burak. I am the founder of the Academies and the Nerfit. So, Nerfit means esports finally meets super app. Let me explain our company. As the Academies, we started as the world's first esports education company in 2017. Then we started to organize tournaments and events in 2019. In this process, we worked with over 135 brands, 42 different countries, and reached 400,000 players. We dominate the market share in Turkey. It has been selected for many startup acceleration projects. Also, United Nations has an impact report on this. They published the Academy's impact on the world. We decided to launch a product instead of an agency. Then we developed our mobile application called Nerfit. Nerfit is a super app for the esports industry. It's working on phones right now, but we will release after our investment round. So, we have a team from the gaming industry who have been working with each other for years. They all dominate their field. We are strong names in the global network. Apart from the K members, we have 24 full-time employees. So, which problems we solved? We decode the communication problems of brands with players and players among themselves. We are reducing the tournament application process, which can take up to 15 minutes, just a single click. We are improving the player experience too. We have 5 different features: tournaments, community, education, guides, and the crypto. For the tournament side, apart from the Nerfit tournament, celebrities and the brands can create their own tournaments. For example, a bank wants to organize a tournament or exchange. The participants may be obligated to open a card. They have to. The main rule here is that the player never pays any entrance money. We can organize these tournaments in any country, both digital or physical. Community is not just an item that we value. The community is our property. We can direct the audience we have in any way we want. The community, on the other hand, can ask questions to the referees, be discovered by the esports teams, and create their own teams. We will teach in multiple languages, and these trainings will not only be trainings how to become an esports player or how to throw a grenade better. We will provide employment trainings, how to become a director, how to become an organizer. We will certify these trainings with the Global University Agreements, already partnered with the Gate Learn actually. So we will do esports publishing. We will be able to bring players to the game on any newly released platform. We will be able to provide downloads. We will be able to broadcast tournaments and games in our live broadcast studios. Along with the guide system, players will find different ways which they can join guilds and earn money with the play-to-earn games. We will rank the guilds within the ranking itself. So, we will create our own coin. It's called Nerf coin. Players will have different features. For just an example, if they have staked our coin, they will receive the right to apply to the tournaments early. Currently, we are aiming to raise an investment of $2 million with a valuation of $10 million. We raised it $200K so far, and we have signed to continue the different venture capitals. You can invest both equity or the token or the soft. So for the NFT side, we will make NFTs of the precious moments. We don't sell the NFTs. We don't mint it. So it can be an NFT of a beautiful score, maybe headshot, a jersey, or an event ticket. Players will be able to NFT by winning achievement. It's called Achieve to Earn. We have very detailed tokenomics prepared by Vendetta Capital. Also, they are our lead investor right now. And we have many partners around the world before the release. We already partnered with the Gate.io, Guns Unchained, Sandbox, Vendetta, KuCoin, Microsoft, Amazon, and many Web2 brands too. It's around 130, so we are coming really strongly actually. I can say this one too. I'm from Turkey, and a lot of local exchange firms partnered with us too. So, the esports industry is growing every moment, and we are building something great that brings esports and crypto together decently. We are superior to our competitors in terms of numbers of the players, the numbers of brands, and the numbers of tournaments, numbers of the broadcasts. We have a higher technology, and of course, our vision is higher. So, we have 6 different ways to earn money for Nerfit. It's a crypto, events, tournaments, premium users, production, and the brand collaboration. So it's basically B2B and the B2C. We have worked with more than 135 brands so far, and we want many more at Nerfit. Let's say we are working with the Vodafone, MediaMarkt, Red Bull, Pringles, Supradin, Asus, Garena, some banks, holdings. So we are working with, let's say, 11 different sectors because everybody wants to community, right? So we want to have 12,000 users, 20 big tournaments, and 1 big event in 2023. And in 2025, we want to do 70 major and 12 events. But I have to say that we have already done more than 30 events and more than 300 tournaments. So we call this proof of concept. So thank you. Please scan this QR and please feel free to reach me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I am CEO of Spotter, and today I will tell you about Spotter, the first proactive alert system that is capable of reacting to an impeding crypto hack within a couple of seconds. And we also predicted earlier hack. Crypto hacks are still a huge problem, and almost 4 billion USD were either stolen or lost due to the crypto incidents last year. And the number of hacks has been growing really fast last 3 years, along with the whole Web3 industry. And the most common way to handle these risks is performing smart contract security audit, which unfortunately cannot neither guarantee the absence of the attack vector nor scale with the same speed as the industry does. This is both due to the manual nature of the review and because of the lack of technical talent on the market. So with this all being said, it's absolutely obvious that Web3 industry needs a scalable security solution, not only smart contract audits. According to recent studies, more than half of all hacks are performed in several steps, and therefore, theoretically, can be mitigated before the actual loss of funds happens. So these steps include funding, preparation for the hack, including the deployment of a malicious smart contract, the hack itself, and then the money laundering. Spotter detects exploits during the first two steps, funding and preparation, and even before they land on the blockchain. Spotter looks for the new contracts in the mempool, analyzes them, and triggers security responses for the detected risks. And the responses may vary. They may include pausing the protocol, urgent funds withdrawal, etc., etc. After the initial market research and customer development, we decided to focus on the speed of the reaction and the easiness of the user onboarding. And the easiest way to show the speed and the simplicity of the onboarding is to use our Telegram bot. Here it is. And today we will protect Curve 3 pool from hack. I just went to the website of Curve and copied the address of the pool. Sorry. And come on. And copied the address of the pool from their website and dropped it into our Telegram bot. So you can see that Spotter analyzes smart contract of Curve and creates custom monitoring detector that monitors mempool for any malicious activity that could somehow affect Curve. Then I pretend that I want to attack Curve. I have pre-prepared smart contract that looks like a malicious smart contract, and I will just compile it right now and deploy right to the mainnet, pretending that I am a malicious guy. So I will just sign the transaction and send it to the mainnet. And you can see that the reaction came back instantly within a couple of seconds, even before the transaction of the deployment was even mined, meaning that we are not one step ahead of the hacker, but 2 steps ahead of the hacker. As we are an active security company, we are already onboarding our customers onto Spotter. And so MVP is already used by several notable blockchain protocols. Founders has been working in Web3 security since 2017. We performed hundreds of security audits, and we developed several popular open source security tools for the Ethereum ecosystem, one of them being very popular. And aside from founders, there are also 6 people in the team. 3 of them are developers. We plan to finalize the development in only a year, and after that we plan to grow Spotter into something bigger. We want to make it a platform for predictive, real-time, technical and economic risk management. Currently we are on the pre-seed stage, and we plan to spend raised money on the further development of analysis techniques and business development activities related to the integrations with the protocols, ecosystems, and wallets. Thank you, that's it.
What up, what up? Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff, founder and CEO of Sonnet. We're all here today because we're convinced that the next cycle is the early majority user adoption for Web3. And if you look at where is that user base going to come from, it's going to mainly rely on sort of user adoption and conversion from Web 2. And what our project is, we're building Web3 functionalities on Web 2 social networks. So think Telegram, Twitter, and Discord. And over the past 2 years, we've been building in New York, in the United States, and we've onboarded over 300 projects. And what we've done is we've validated that users do convert when you reduce friction from Web 2 social networks into Web 3. And so today we've developed a bot on Telegram, a bot on Discord, and a plugin on Facebook and Twitter that allows Web3 users to do everything that they want to directly on these social networks. The two biggest use cases include DAO governance and token gating. The idea is a user binds their wallet addresses to their Web2 identity, and we're able to inform and share data with project managers on which users own their NFT and their fungible tokens. If you think about it, we're also creating this identity graph that's bridging Web2 data and Web3 on-chain data. So for example, in Telegram, right, you get to bind your wallet address to your Telegram account, which is usually associated with a phone number, an email address. So we like to think we're contributing to this social identity graph, and we're also acquiring a lot of data, on-chain and off-chain data that can be valuable down the road for monetization across ad networks, as well as just distributing it back to projects. And yeah, we're live. Check us out. And yeah, I think that's it for now.
So, hello everyone. My name is Oleg. I'm CEO at Artifact. I will try to wake you up a little bit. So, I would like to start from the problem. Please, guys, raise your hands who are playing video games. Okay, I see a lot of hands. And now, please raise your hands those who are playing GameFi games. Okay, it's much less hands. And this is true. According to statistics, only 1% of all games are GameFi. And the main reason why it's happening is because most of GameFi games, they're focusing on the earnings, and they're using play-to-earn model. This model is not played due attention to important gaming aspects such as quality gameplay, graphics quality, playability, and so on. And that's why we're building Artifact. So the main idea of Artifact is to fill the gap between AAA gaming and GameFi. We will do it by using the latest gaming technologies and gaming features, and also we'll use play and earn model, which focus mostly on gameplay and less on earnings. And we are trying to be the first project, GameFi project, which will be really interesting for average gamers. And now I would like to show you our gameplay trailer. No sound, unfortunately, but okay. So this is real gameplay. Here you can see what we can do in our gaming metaverse. So, okay, and now I'd like to show you our small part from our demo. It's already available on our website, so everyone can download it and play it. Here you can see one of our gaming modes. It's deathmatch. So the main idea of this mode, so you can, every player can play and eliminate other players and earn rating points. And based on rating points, in every gaming mode, players can earn our native token Artifact and also NFTs from the prize pool. And if you speak about prize pool, it will be formed from setting our NFTs. We have simple model, so all the 50% of revenues from selling our NFTs will go to the prize pool, and after that, players with the highest rating will be able to earn rewards from this prize pool. It means that the more gaming NFT will be sold, the more rewards players will receive. So now I want to mention our market. So with such level of graphics quality and with such level of gameplay, we can focus not only on crypto markets, but also on the gaming markets at all, and this is a huge market. So if to speak about our advantages, here you can see our advantages against our competitors, GameFi and non-GameFi competitors. And as you can see, all the Artifact has all the features which is mentioned here on this table. If to speak our gaming modes, so we have all popular gaming modes. It's Deathmatch, Control, and Battle Royale. We will also use the modifications which you haven't seen yet in any games. If to speak about our NFTs, we'll have the three main types of NFTs. It will be avatars, weapon skins, and accessories. So all NFTs will be able to buy from our NFT marketplace, and also players who bought it will be able to sell it on not only on our marketplace but also on our other marketplaces. So now I would like to speak a little bit about our native cryptocurrency token. It's RT. So this token will be used for any purchase from our platform. Also, it will be used for DAO vaulting. We have an interesting staking model which gives the ability to stakers to vaulting in our Artifact DAO. So the model is simple. The more you stake, the more vaulting power you will get. And after you end your staking, your vaulting power will be reset. And also I want to mention that our token is deflationary. Every quarter, Artifact will use 20% of profits to buy back arts and burn them. So the total supply will be 25 million. Project valuation is 7.5 million, and initial market cap is 211. So now you can see the most important, the most interesting slide for investors. Here you can see RT growth potential over other popular GameFi projects. As I said, so Artifact fully diluted market cap is only 7.5 million. And for example, Sandbox fully diluted market cap is 2.1 billion, Decentraland 1.4 billion, and Axie Infinity is 2.2 billion. It means that RT has potential for growth in comparison with Sandbox in 280x, in comparison with Decentraland 186x, and in comparison with Axie Infinity almost 300x. If to speak about our achievements, recently we started our pre-sale. We already raised almost 1 million USD from our community. Also, as I said, we already have playable demo, which you can download from our website. And in total, we have 500,000 subscribers on all our social media. So if you like our projects, you can scan this QR code or go to our website, artifact.game, and you can participate in our pre-sale, and there you can find a lot of information about our project. Thank you very much.
Hello. I hope you're not so tired. I will try to do it quickly. Just need a little bit of your attention. My name is Traigan. I'm co-founder of Kinetics team, Kinetics Network. And today I would like to talk about some new vision, how we can move liquidity between L2 networks. And also it will be work in the next future for L1 networks. So what is Kinetics? Right now we do aggregation liquidity between 8 networks. So you can easily exchange any token, like do swap. We support around 5,000 tokens and aggregate liquidity like from DEXs, bridges. We have our own relay nodes with the gasless technology. So as you can see here on a widget, for example, if you want to exchange DAI from Ethereum and receive some like Chainlink token on Optimism network, you can easily do it in one click. So we will build a road for you, use gasless technology where you don't need to store a native coin. But that's how working market right now. So in this version, we can exchange whatever you want, but market have some problems because you need to pay gas on each step, like you need to pay gas for DEXs, for bridge, and for DEX. And also you have a slippage on every DEX you will have a slippage tolerance and price impact. That's how market working right now. And also one more problem. So for example, if we would like to make a withdrawal from L2 network, this is a very big problem because we usually need to wait around like at least from 3 hours up to 7 days. And one more thing, which is very terrible for cross-chain swaps right now in the market, that we cannot have a guarantee execution and guarantee raised. Because if something happened during the exchange period, like a slippage or gas variance, transaction can be failed and stuck in intermediate network. So as you can see, Ethereum, they have a very big like variety on the gas. So it's exchanged from, sometimes it go up to $40 per transaction, but it's only for the direct transaction like a transfer. So if you use a contract, the price can be up to $50, $100, so it's very expensive. And also, this is important for orders when you have like a small amount. And if you have a big amount to exchange, to make a swap between inside network or between network, like use different domains, so there's also problem like miners extract value. So the majors, they can eat your slippage. And if you like move, for example, 10 millions and your slippage 1%, this can be a very big loss. So the new way how we would like to present people to see a solution for this problem. This is cross rollups resolving. So when we have a resolver on another side who can provide liquidity on a network, on a destination network, and transaction will be closed immediately, like in one transaction. So in the next block, you can have your liquidity on a destination network. So this is basically like some kind of market making, resolving, but it's in a security way, in a escrow service. So for example, you want to exchange like Ethereum to Optimism network, like let's say on some stable coin. And resolvers, they already have a collateral on the destination network. So you will receive your order on chain, and you can easily send this transaction to resolver directly. So without like using a smart contract, so you can make a just direct transfer. So it's very cheap for gas, and this is quite fast. And this way we can solve problem like MEV. So like we have a MEV protection, and we have a zero slippage. So one of the most important things that is instant finality. So if you want to move like liquidity from one L2, for example, like say from Optimism to Metis or to the Arbitrum, you can do it in one transaction, and with instant finality is the next block. For the security reason, we planning in the future that our DAO will vote for like a token which can be security measure for relay nodes which execute transaction, and also for staking resolvers who can provide competition with the stake. As much as they have stakes, they will receive more orders to fill, and this is also like a collateral which guarantee execution and guarantee rate. I think that's all. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. A very hard day today, many interesting projects, but let's try to have some fun. So my name is Ivan, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of MetaCamel Racing Club. MetaCamel Racing Club is transferring camel racing into the metaverse, connecting cultural heritage and modern blockchain technology. It is the first stage and foundation for creating metaverse about the Middle East, the Eastverse. Most blockchain games lack gameplay, and that's the reason why players lose interest rapidly. At the same time, most blockchain games are play-to-earn games, but recent examples of such model prove to be unsustainable. On the other hand, camel racing is a multi-billion-dollar industry which is not widely presented in computer games, crypto games, or metaverse, and getting into real camel racing is very expensive. So, using blockchain technology, we're creating a game with a realistic economic model which will show the world how camel racing will look like in the future. But what is camel racing actually? It is a multi-billion-dollar industry which is highly supported in United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, as well as other many countries. It is a sport of wealthy people since usually they own dozens of these camels, and prices range from $10,000 to several thousands of dollars, several hundred thousands. United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia are the leading countries to invest in metaverse in the Middle East, and recently for example, Dubai and Saudi Arabia announced a multi-billion-dollar initiatives to support metaverse. Web3 gaming continued to be a driving force for the whole DApp industry, and the global blockchain gaming market is expected to reach $65.7 billion in next 5 years. And if we turn to MENA gaming market, it is now valuated at $1.8 billion and expected to reach $7 billion in next 5 years. The business model of Meta Camel Racing Club will include sales of NFT camels, jockey boats, hippodromes, mystery boxes, as well as sales of energy rechargers and breeding and secondary market commissions. The CRT prize fund will go to players and hippodrome owners. Our game will provide an opportunity to create guilds, and during special events, guilds can compete between each other and win special prizes. Imagine a metaverse camel race between guilds of Gulf countries. We're transferring camel racing into the metaverse with a dual token model. Camel racing token is used for rewarding players, replenishing energy, and upgrading assets. Camel breed token is used for breeding and minting new NFT assets. What makes our project unique is that it aims at the fastest growing crypto market in the world, MENA. It provides self-driven marketing since hippodrome owners will have incentives to promote their races. It provides competition since you can create guilds and even countries can compete in camel racing. And our development team is highly experienced, and it has successfully released TCG World Metaverse game with more than 100,000 of virtual real estate sold. Our go-to-market strategy will focus on social media advertisement, influencer marketing, viral videos, NFT listings, and partnerships with real camel racing clubs in United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. As I mentioned, our team is highly experienced since we have more than 6 years of experience in crypto in terms of investing, researching, and development. And our CTO, Stepan Sidorov, is also a co-founder of TCG World and the founder of Matrix Creators Studio. We have Sharif Al-Badi as an advisor for managing PR and marketing strategy for the MENA region. We started this project in October, and we have already released a cinematic gameplay video, a website, and we started fundraising. Also, we are releasing MVP in 4 weeks. And at the current seed round, we are looking for $1 million at 8.5 million post-money valuation for game development, marketing, and operating expenses. So that's it. Thanks for your attention. You can always contact me on Telegram, and please scan this QR code on the right to see the trailer. Thank you.
Next up is CrunchDAO.
Good evening, everyone. So CrunchDAO is a community of, a decentralized community of data scientists who share models to power hedge funds. So basically, data scientists are sharing models, which is machine learning models. AI in finance is not something new. We talk a lot about AI, and basically hedge funds have been using it for a while, and they're performing very well, but it's also very challenging. There are many pitfalls. First of all, doing machine learning on financial data is very time-consuming and very expensive in terms of GPU usage. It's prone to overfit. It means like when you work on a data set and you know the data, it's very easy to have a model that does very well on the data, but then when you go live, it doesn't do so well. You need also a specific financial expertise to be able to prepare this data set, and you need always to find a new algorithm and the new models that can help you perform, because you're in a very challenging industry. So what we do is that we offer our clients models that the community brings. Basically, the community brings models that have been trained on data sets, and our clients, like big hedge funds and financial institutions, can come and use these data sets. So the data, the models, the machine learning models are pre-trained. You don't have to train it already. You have a selection of models. We have 2,000 models today. And you don't need any specific financial knowledge on these data sets. And also, we always have the best technology that we can provide to our clients. So today, the community is made of 2,400 data scientists and 400 PhDs, coming from the biggest financial institutions, but also from people from other industries, not only financial industries, but also other industries. So we believe in a decentralized research model where communities will use Web3 tools like CrunchDAO to power their common goals. And the idea is that we have a Crunch token. This is the native token we've built, and which is able to share the value that is coming from the client, and we share it with the data scientists and people who provide their skills to the community. So the clients basically are on the bottom, and they need to, we actually have already 2 very big clients, one hedge fund in the Cayman and one sovereign fund in the UAE. And they basically need to use 2 things to be able to power a hedge fund. On one side, they need a model to get the predictions, and the other side, they need data. And if you get the data and the models to get the predictions, then you can make the algorithm to trade. And the way we recruit the data scientists is to organize competition. We call this competition as a service. We know that data scientists really like competitions. They go to Kaggle and other places to do competitions. So we invite them to competitions, and this is how we recruit them. And once they do the competition, we can then use the models and the data to power these hedge funds. So you know that actually today, probably the best hedge fund is powered by not only machine learning, but also a community of data scientists. And if you know that on Kaggle, we've seen a lot of financial institutions coming and doing machine learning tournaments, like Jane Street, Ubiquint, and Optiver, or 2 Sigma. The problem is that when you do a competition like that on Kaggle, at the end of the competition, you get maybe 1 model, or you can hire actually the best data scientist. That's what Jane Street did. But then you cannot every time, every week, or every day, get new predictions from models that we share. And this is what we propose. So now, in terms of token economy and the usage, the idea is that CrunchDAO is a community with people who contribute. It's basically we share, like with all the stakeholders here, which are the data scientists, the investors in the token, and the team. And all these stakeholders will receive a part of what is sold. So we sell this to hedge funds and financial institutions. They pay us a fee, basically, which can be based on the AUM that they are managing. And this fee is going back to the community. So the team is the team is great for this project. We have actually in the team 4 people who sold their business previously. I actually sold 2 in my previous 20 years entrepreneurship experience. I've also been an investment banker with Deutsche Bank and Lehman Brothers. Jean, here, he has been working with me in my previous startup, and Benjamin also sold his startup. He was doing marketing. And last, we have IT and machine learning expert with 15 years of experience. So we've been actually with an incubator called Station F in France, which is gathering 2,000 startups. We were the top 40. We are the top 40 startups of this incubator. We were top 100 startups in France also. And I guess that's it. I think this QR code will link to us to be able to contact us. I don't know if it's a Discord or if it's a Telegram, but feel free to contact me and we can talk together outside also. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm the CMO of Talentry, and it is so great today that we're all gathering in this beautiful place in Dubai, celebrating the latest innovation, bouncing ideas, form partnerships, you know, even the fire alarm stopped by and FOMO earlier. And in this place, I want us to just take a moment and think about how we started at the first place in Web3, right? You know, the typical Web3 ice-breaking talks, like, hey, how'd you get on crypto at the first place, right? So we all have been there, wondering what is this whole Web3 or blockchain thing is all about. And we all know that we're still at a very early stage of Web3. And the industry needs more than just innovation technologies. It needs fundamentally to foster the education and adoption of Web3. Unfortunately, we're facing these three major issues in the industry right now. First is lack of education, shortage of talents, and absence of trusted talent network. And that's how Talentry comes in. Our ecosystem includes educational and development, trusted talent network, and talent distribution. So first, let's take a look at our educational piece, which we call Blockchain Academy. And in our academy, we focus on providing cutting-edge resource and training, mentorship programs. Our recent events, including the recent BNB Zero to Hero Camp, which we're their official partner, as well as the Web3 entrepreneurship program partner with Waterdrop Capital and the upcoming Move Camp with Aptos. So through all these programs, we aim to onboarding and train and develop the next generation of Web3 talents. Here are a list of our academic alliance. And within a short amount of time, we have reached more than 100,000 students across 50 different universities globally. Next, we built a trusted talent network with a comprehensive verification and talent assessment system. So first, we assess the talent horizontally of their skill set and knowledge via examination and certification. Next, we verify their footprint and growth journey in Web3, including KYC, education, work, and certification. So our verification process is simple, but tamper-proof and trustworthy. Let's take an example of Anna, right? Anna is a senior in HKUST studying data analytics, and then she finished the achievement within our platform called NFT DeFi Noom, and then she took a course called Beginner US UI, and she also completed the exercise Web3 for Beginners, and meanwhile, she works in Animoca as a product intern. So what we will do is to provide this really nice skill set overview for Anna to highlight some of her key skill sets, and then we'll give Anna the label of Web3 beginner and product intern. With our infrastructure, talents are really easy to connect with each other and give recommendations for each other. And for companies, you can find the right talent in just a click for sourcing talents and collaboration. We also offer different types of career developments, and while cultivating the next generation of builders, we're hackathon, incubator program, and so much more. And we well position ourselves to capture the large share of this fast-growing market. The blockchain talent market is soon to reach 18 million, and the demand for blockchain development has increased by 6,000% since 2017. Taking a look at our competitive landscape, we can see that we have outstanding competitive advantage compared to other players in the market. First is our on-chain infrastructure, and then we have direct access to the campus, robust partner network, and a strong talent community in Asia, specifically in Hong Kong, mainland China, and Singapore. Our go-to-market targeting students and recent graduates with technical background and passion for Web3 via our educational hub, career hub, and strategic partnerships. And here's our team. We have very diverse background and expertise. Along with our esteemed advisors, we're confident for our ability to succeed. And since launch, within a short amount of time, we have built trust and partnership with some of the leading players in the industry, such as Animoca, Fenbushi Capital, and Gate.io. We started the project in Q3 2022 and finished our angel round with 300K raised, and we just launched our MVP in this quarter. And next, we're looking to launch a few more initiatives, continuously grow our community and our educational platform. And our goal is to become the destination for Web3 education and become the largest Web3 talent network. And our revenue stream is also very diverse across education, career service, and incubation. And we're targeting both individual students and businesses. And we can foresee that our revenue stream can expand so much more in the future. This is our tokenomic. Talent is the token to redistribute value and talent market and boost our Web3 talent network. And we have very strong utility for our token, which includes education, career, network and database, and incubation. With strong utility for our tokenomic, we're setting our ecosystem to grow larger and stronger over time. And we're now at our C round, raising 1 million, and the fund will be mainly used for product development, marketing, and team expansion. Thank you so much, everyone. I invite you to join us to empower the next generation of Web3 talents. And this is my Telegram, so feel free to scan, and happy to schedule a one-on-one discussion with you. And thank you so much.